Once an investigation is complete and the process moves to a hearing, the hearing panel will determine if the respondent is found responsible for the prohibited conduct, and the university will assign the proper sanctions. Prior to a finding of responsibility, the parties may choose to pursue an adaptable resolution, such as a mutual agreement, which includes university-issued sanctions. Sanctions may include, but are not limited to, a formal warning, conduct probation, suspension, and expulsion. Other administrative sanctions may include housing reassignment, loss of housing, and/or privileges such as exclusion from certain spaces on campus or the ability to participate in certain programs or activities. The university reserves the right to impose other sanctions and/or educational, reflective, and restorative outcomes in addition to the administrative sanctions that were previously mentioned. If the respondent is issued a formal warning, they are given official notice that their conduct was in violation of the code and that future violations may result in more significant student conduct action. When the respondent is issued a period of conduct probation, they are given official notice that their continued relationship with the university is conditional and dependent upon demonstrated and sustained compliance with university policy and the assigned action plan. Eligibility for certain university-sponsored activities may be restricted while the respondent is on conduct probation. The period of probation can be for 1 semester, multiple semesters, or indefinitely. When the respondent is suspended, they lose all rights and privileges associated with being a Penn State student and are ineligible to register for, attend, or participate in university-sponsored activities and are unable to reside in university housing for a specified period of suspension. A transcript notation is applied for the length of the suspension and may not be removed until the action plan is completed. In general, a suspended student is also excluded from all university property. A respondent may be suspended for an indefinite amount of time. A respondent that is expelled is permanently separated from the university and is prohibited from participating in university-sponsored activities, is excluded from all university property, and is unable to live in university housing. A permanent transcript notation is applied on their transcript. Any administrative sanction may be issued in a conditional status. Conditional status means the sanction is considered inactive contingent upon compliance with a designated set of conditions, including no further code violations for a specified period of time. Failure to comply may result in the conditional sanction going into effect immediately. The respondent could receive additional outcomes and/or sanctions. The respondent could receive a housing reassignment and would be relocated to a new residence hall. In general, students who are moved to a new room are excluded from the previous hall and/or residential area. The respondent could also lose their housing privileges for a designated or indefinite period of time. During this period, the respondent is not permitted to be in or around university-owned or operated housing. The university can also provide supportive measures, including a no-contact directive. A mutual no-contact directive may be requested alone or in conjunction with other requests. The university may issue a no-contact directive when there is reasonable concern that contact may cause a disruption of or interference with university services and/or administrative functions, or an environment conducive to learning, create a hostile or unwelcoming environment, and/or cause reasonable fear or physical harm. A no-contact directive prohibits students from having contact with one or more parties. Contact includes, but is not limited to, email, text messages, letters, phone calls, face-to-face meetings, and remaining in close physical presence of the other person, and written or oral communication of any kind. No contact directives are mutually enforced and applies to each party. The no contact directive may be issued upon a request or when the university determines it is necessary. A single direction no contact directive can be issued as a sanction at the conclusion of the resolution process. For additional information, visit the link below.